bringing in this fresh face from the LDL who's barely experienced competitive play and putting him up against Ruler, Knight, Kanavi, missing in 369. It's JDG, your MSI champions, who've come back and maybe not looked the cleanest, but in performance, they still edge out the wins. LGD, OMG, LNG, they've beat them all. Weibo, their only loss so far, but sitting 3-1 near the top of the standings. We'd expect it's up to EDG to disrupt them. Welcome in the Snake. I don't know how long he's going to be here for, as we heard the news earlier on, but it is about this man today because he is stepping into some mighty big shoes for EDG's AD carry Leaf, who's no longer on this roster, or at least in a fighting position. EDG versus JDG just spiced up by that little known fact. That's the strength and experience from a player like Mako. A great voice on Edward Gaming. Now the only one there, but as I say that, Dredgeline, he's going to be flayed in. He flashes away from Kanavi, but Kanavi able to follow this one up, and the range should be there. Targeted down, dead for first blood as the Snake. Looking for his first reset, his first kill of the LPL. JJ's here as the flash comes out, but it's a numbers disadvantage. They're still trying to kill Missing. Get this reset. The Snake is going to get it. He's excited. The Snake! There's his first blood, his first kill. Both AD carries alive, but double buff and the ability to kill Ruler as EDG making an even trade. Burnt from that as well, Kitty. As we look at the replay, and it was after EDG stepped up to this wave with a good flay from flashing.
Yeah, they used a lot of those resources onto Mako, where he was able to get some space with that hook connecting onto the wall as JJ making his way towards his bottom side. I was honestly expecting a flash Q out of JJ just to get the deal done. But you see Ruler predicting that flash not going to happen, as the Snake, although out of mana, he picks up 2 kills. But I think Kanavi looking for something this top side, as we have in the bottom left corner.
Arla has flash available, but 369 against the wall. Arla's in such a bad position. This can be an easy knockup, but it depends on the Q as knocked away. He flashes still. The damage from Kanavi might not be enough, as a flip back into the turret is too dangerous. Arla at least burnt from his summoner, and it didn't cost JDG a thing.
I don't think JDG are going to let go of this.
Yes, they do. Yeah, right answer, but Missing's already dead. Pop doesn't come through. Fofo gets the edges over the wall. Ruler's not able to join in, only on one target for now. They find the pick, that finds the reset. The Snake now caught out as well, but here comes Cassante. Arla trying to do his best, but the Snake over the wall, the range, not enough. JDG explode on him. Out of nowhere, Knight just activates.
A huge win for the side of JDG, but we'll have another look because EDG, they were the first ones to initiate onto Ruler, but Ruler having that flash available just spaced Fofo out. You see so many ultimates committed towards his ADC, but no follow-up whatsoever, and 369 getting a 2-man on ultimate just meant that he had so much time for a Knight to just get those resets online.
Running free. A shame that nothing was able to be done. I mean, Fofo not getting the full value of the ulti either. They're going to be spotted out on the bottom side. Missing and Ruler aware. Ladies and gentlemen at home also aware that gold is pretty neck and neck, or at least enough of. Herald coming up in a minute 30. Everyone keep your eyes on that top side as JDG control vision. As Mako, Dredgeline, nicely done. It connects. Depth charge as well. They're full committing, but under the turret, Mako almost there. The ulti from the Snake not going to connect onto Missing. And Ruler turns it around. Oh dear, oh dear. Welcome to the LPL. JDG will be serving you today. How may they take your order?
A quick 2-0 for the side of JDG as they commit the TP from Knight, and that is going to be another 3 plates, or at least 3 plates for Ruler into this game, so collecting around 5 for him. The guns.
Oh, dear
is he going to get all 5? Oh no, this is terrible for the Snake. Guys, I don't have a good feeling about this.
I mean, honestly, the fact that Ruler is now approaching, he won't get all 5, Kitty, but this is a 4th. Just like that. JDG take an inch, then they go on to take the mile, as this was an engage all in from Mako.
Yeah, you see all the spells getting committed onto Missing, but in return, Mako is the one that was overcommitted, while we also have just the reinforcements from JDG. The Snake not having that flash available from the previous Dragon fight just meant it was going to go terribly for the bottom lane.
Help them.
Wide flank.
Going to get ultied. All he has to do is show, so he's trying to buy time. No grab him here. Pops the ulti. Jetta still has an ulti. Uses it on the Wukong. But Mako here needs to lock down Ruler. Where's the Dredgeline? Where's the mana? Ruler has none. The range ulti. Dodged away from. Man, the bottom lane of JDG is just getting this game to them. It's insane how well they're doing despite the lane.
Ruler is just breaking the Snake's ankles. I don't know how he was managing to dodge out that Jinxel with the bare minimum of a ghost, but they trade 1-for-1 at the end, while EDG, they're the ones committing 4 people towards that bottom side. We didn't see this Nico used to its full potential.
As speaking of which, 369 again. Oh, beautiful ulti coordination. They punish him a minute window. The Snake isn't even able to flash as Gravitum ulti gets him. Fofo lucky to be alive. Meanwhile, Kanavi's dealing with the rest as that is the weakest Cassante I have seen this year. And JDG giving nothing over to EDG, not even a window of time.
Very little vision, so it was just a bit of a mispositioning, and I think that was the biggest mistake of locking in this Jinx is your weaknesses of this ADC of a hyper carry, but there's more fighting in this top side. I believe it's 369 dying?
Yeah, he did die. I gotta say in that replay, he cleansed early. The Snake cleansed half a second early of the Gravitum, so Ruler was still able to get it off. He had to stand there, wasn't able to flash away from 369's ulti either. This ulti ain't going to do too much as EDG coming late into the position. There's the hook missing to turn it around. Mako flashes out already. Ulti's going to be late from the Snake or not at all as Baron just goes down. Missing again, finds Fofo. JDG can do no wrong as Ruler ults off the side. Guess what? Fofo's dead. Mako's dead. And Arla tries to Cassante. But you know what? For once, Cassante will yield. JDG making sure that this champion doesn't get to play the game. And just like that again, we are bowing down to the Kings. Will 369 regret this? Everfrost, Charm? Nope, not at all. Ornn doesn't die. Look at that gun as Fofo pop blossoms up. But again, the weakest Nico I've seen this split as JDG will just not let them do anything. I tell you what, I don't know how much they charge for an hour of their cleaning service, but they do a bloody good job. Best in the state, best in the country, best in the world. That is the maid you want in JDG.
I also love maids hysterics.
That's good, because I'll tell you what, this one, I think pretty reasonable for the price. They'll do any job, anytime, anywhere. They can't put a foot wrong.
The best services that we have provided on the Rift as well, but we see the Snake getting that passive reset from this tower, so missing, being a little bit disrespectful, and JJ committing that flashing Q onto the support. But Fofo, this Nico, we don't see the same results as we usually see out of this champion because JDG, I feel like they've kind of figured out how to play around this champion. Look at the spacing that they've been able to create to avoid that initial ultimate out of this champion, and it kind of just makes Fofo look a little bit goofy in these team fights.
I mean, Ruler especially, his tippy toe wasn't even on the edge of it as Everfrost, Knight looking to solo, but even with ulti, he's like, nah, don't worry about it, we're fine. He's going to get the wave instead.
Not the team of the highest rankings that we've seen so far this year, so we thought JDG a little bit inconsistent. They just caught our position, I think.
I know, he came for the flank for this one on the Ruler. He'll get the stopwatch out of him. It's an attempt from EDG's Pop Blossom finally hits the mark, but one of the damage sources, one of the pick sources is dead. Arla's trying, but even as Ruler flashes in, it's too late for that. The Snake is hooked in, and another welcome to the LPL. A quadra kill for Knight is well deserved. And JDG in 25 minutes, they've done the dusting, they've done the wiping, they've taken out the trash, they've taken out the recycling. They can leave game one with their heads held high. This job only took 26 minutes of their time.
And I'm just reading through the script because there's 25 pages in it as Knight ends the game, like you said, with that quadra kill on the Ahri. And this is why, JDG, you don't give over the Wukong and the Ahri, as you are going to get demolished for this game one.